Hello, everyone. This is Chief Beam Shalom. I want to talk to you about something that I is very important. I've actually shared some things about this subject in one of my videos, but I feel it's something that I should do again. Okay, it's so I want to speak about the mind, the place of the mind. You have to understand the place of the mind in becoming a success, the place of the mind in translating your ideas into reality, the place of the mind in creating wealth, the place of the mind in fulfilling your destiny. A lot of people don't understand the importance of the mind. Okay, they do not realize that the reason why they are where they are today is simply because of their mind. Okay, the boundaries of your life are the boundaries in your mind, or are the boundaries of your mind. That's why the Bible says in the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, I think it's verse 23, the Bible says that guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it are the issues of life. If you study the Hebrew words translated issues of life, there it means the boundaries of life, the forces of life. Okay, the wellspring of life, okay, the limitations of life. So what it means is that it says guard your heart with all diligence, because the limitations of your life, the boundaries of your life, they are found in your mind or in your heart. Okay, that's where they are. It means that if you feel that you are being limited, okay, the limitation is not first of all a physical one. It's not first of all in your geographical location. The limitation is first and foremost in your mind. It's important that you get this thing, that the mountain is first and foremost in your mind. If the mountain does not move in your mind, it will not move in your life. That's the first thing you have to understand, that no matter what you are going through, the limitations that you are faced with, okay, when it seems that you are limited, when it seems that life has caged you in, when it seems that nothing is going on, or nothing is moving, like there is nowhere to go, like all everything is crashing in on you, and it feels like you are stuck, you are not moving forward. I dare say to you that, now listen, I'm not just giving you some motivational cliche. I am telling you what I have found to be true in my life and in the life of other people. I've found it to be true in my experience and experience of other people, that look, many times when we feel limited, it is not really because you are limited. It is because of the way our mind perceives what it is that we are going to, or the circumstances that we are in. So the you see through your mind. You don't just see, okay, you don't just see with your eyes or through your eyes. You see through your mind, you hear through your mind, you evaluate things through your mind. If you are going through difficult circumstances, if you are going through challenging situations, okay, the way you access those things is through your mind. Okay, I can give you a cup that is, now you probably heard of this before, and I know it's common, but it's a good analogy. If I give you a cup that is not full to the brim, there are two ways you can describe it. You can say that this cup is half empty, or it's half filled. Okay, now it may seem too simplistic, but I think it actually gets something across to you. So you can look at the brighter side, or you can look at the darker side. You can see the challenges and the limitations, or you can see the opportunities in those challenges. Okay, you can see the ways of escape that you could actually take advantage of. Okay, the opportunities you could actually harness, okay, and use in moving your life forward. The Bible actually says something in the book of, I think it's First Corinthians chapter 10, where it says that there is no temptation that is taking you, but such as is common to man. Then it says that but God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted above what you are able to be tempted with, okay, but will also in that same situation make a way of escape, so that you would survive it, or you would endure. It means that there is nothing that you are going through right now that other people have not gone through. There is nothing new under the sun. That's what the Bible says, that there is nothing that is new under the sun. Whatever it is you are going through, however difficult it is, however hard, if you think it is so difficult, it is weighing you down mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever it is that you are going through, know that you are not the first and you will not be the last. You are not the first and you will not be the last. There is nothing that you are going through today that other people have not gone through, other people are not going through. Okay, you have to understand this, that you are not the first person. So there are people that have gone through these things that you are going through and they survived, they overcame. So the question to ask now is, how did they do it? Okay, because not all of them failed. Well, some of them probably went under, but not all of them did. There were those that overcame, and the ones that overcame. And how did they do it? How did they survive? What did they do? Now, the first thing is this: if people went through the same things that you are going through and probably went through worse than what you are going through and they overcame, then it means that there is hope for you. It means that there is hope for you. It means that you are not disadvantaged. Okay, and let me tell you the truth. What the Bible says is true, because the word of God is true. The Bible says that there is nothing that is taking you but such as is common to man. So the things that you are going through are things that are common to man. Okay, there are things that other people have gone through. So what I said something, I said that there are okay, I said it in one way. I want to say it this way: there are opportunities in the storms. Okay, there are opportunities in the storms. When you are going through seasons of crisis, you have to understand that in those crisis situations, there are opportunities for growth. Let me use this analogy. You agree with me that storms, turbulent winds, they can cause airplanes to crash. Okay, and that is true. But those winds can also lift up eagles and help them to soar. Okay, and of course, you know that winds are what actually lifts airplanes up. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that those storms that are bringing other people down can actually bring you up. Okay, the opportunities to advance, they are found in your storms. The opportunities to grow, the opportunities to increase, they are found in your storms. If you don't take advantage of these opportunities, you will remain where you are. And that's what I'm talking about: a mind shift, changing your paradigm. Okay, you have to stop seeing yourself as disadvantaged, as a victim. You have to stop seeing yourself as, look, there is nothing that I can do. I am edged in. I can't do anything. All hope is gone. There is no help coming for me. I cannot help myself. I am just, you have to stop looking at your life that way. It doesn't matter what you are going to, and I'm not trying to be insensitive. You can I dare say that I've gone through some of the worst things that you could possibly think of, but I did not go under. I went above those things. Okay, that's because I was able to develop the mindset that there is nothing that I'm going through that is not common to man. Okay, and even in the storms, there are opportunities for growth. I want to give you an example using Joseph. Joseph was that kind of a person. He was betrayed by his brothers. He was taken to Egypt. He was maltreated. He went through terrible situations. Okay, he was made a slave against his own will. But you see, despite the fact that Joseph was wrongfully treated, he was betrayed, things were very difficult for him. If it was you would not be feeling all right. You would not be feeling well. You would not be happy about those things. He was taken out of his comfort zone. Okay, things were not going well with him, but he took advantage of the opportunities in his storms. And how do I know? Because the Bible says that when he became the slave or a servant to Potiphar, the Bible says that Joseph became so productive that Potiphar handed everything that he had over to Joseph. So Joseph was in charge of running Potiphar's business enterprises, running Potiphar's business empire. Joseph was in charge of all of those things: his farm, his businesses, his jobs. Joseph was the one in charge. Okay, Joseph could have been feeling sorry for himself, feeling pity for himself. Joseph could have been crying over his situation, but he did not. He learned to get over those things and then to take advantage of the opportunities in his crisis situation for his own personal growth and advancement. And yes, he became powerful. He advanced, okay, spiritually, physically, mentally. emotionally. He advanced, he learned a lot of things. Now eventually Joseph became the prime minister of Egypt, but I want to tell you that the what he did as a prime minister were very similar to what he did in Potiphar's house. Okay, it's just that as a prime minister it was on a larger scale. Okay, he was in charge of the entire nation. He was running. Now if you notice what Pharaoh did and what Potiphar did, it was very, very similar. Potiphar handed over his entire business empire to Joseph because Joseph was very productive. Pharaoh did the same thing. Pharaoh handed over his entire kingdom to Joseph, okay, because Joseph, he said that, can we find such a man as you, in whom is the spirit of God, okay? And then Pharaoh told Joseph that in as much as nobody could tell us these things but you, there is nobody in this entire kingdom that is as wise and discreet as you are. And so Pharaoh handed over his kingdom over to Joseph. So you can see that Joseph could have been whining and griping and feeling pity and sorry about his entire situation and his life, but he did not. Okay, he took advantage of the storm. He took advantage of the crisis situations in his storm, in his the things that he was going through. He took advantage of those things. So that's what I'm saying, that it doesn't matter what you are going through today. You can take advantage of the storm. There are opportunities in your situations. There are things you can take advantage of. Okay, but as long as you keep on feeling sorry for yourself, you will not see those opportunities. You won't see them. And that is why one of the most important things you have to learn when you are going through a difficult situation is gratitude. You have to be grateful to God for the bad things. Okay. I know that it sounds funny. Why should I be grateful to God for the bad things that I'm going through? If I'm going through something that is difficult, if people betrayed me, if people did not do what they were supposed to do, and now I am in a mess, why should I be grateful to God for those things? You see, you have to understand what the Bible says, that count it all joy when you fall into diverse trials and temptations, knowing this, because he says that the trial of your faith worketh patience. And then it's count it all joy because he says that let patience have a perfect work in you, that you may be complete and in wanting nothing. He says that if you are tempted and you stay through and you do not give up, he says that you will receive at the end of it the crown of glory. So if you are going through a crisis situation, there is a crown of glory at the end if you overcome. Notice the lives of Joseph, Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They got into crisis situations, but those situations actually led to their promotion. Okay, so Joseph was in a crisis situation, but he was promoted. Daniel got into situations that could have ended his life, but he was promoted. What's this guy? The Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were also in crisis situation, but they were promoted. So the storm might seem like the storm has come to destroy you, but it has actually come to uplift you. But you must understand how to align. And the first thing is gratitude. You have to be grateful. You have to be grateful to God for what you are going through, because the Bible says that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them which are called according to his purpose. So you have to believe that whatever it is that you are going through is eventually going to work out for your good, or is working out for your good. You may not understand everything, okay, you may not see or everything, but you should understand that this thing that you are going through eventually will be will be translated into something that is ominous, something that is massive, and something that you will look at and you will be proud of. Okay, looking at Joseph, okay, looking back into history, we can easily see that every bad thing that happened in Joseph's life actually led to his promotion. It was, if Joseph had not been betrayed by his brothers, he would not have gone into Egypt. If he had not gone into Egypt, he would not have been sold to Potiphar. If he had not been sold to Potiphar, he would not have been given the opportunity to learn, and he would not have been tempted by Potiphar's wife. Okay, if he had not been tempted by Potiphar's wife, he would not have had the opportunity to reject. If he had not rejected Potiphar's wife's option to sleep with her, he would not have been cast into the king's prison. And if he had not done that, he would not have met the butler and the baker. If he had not done that, he would not he would not have interpreted their dreams. If he had not done that, they would not have recommended him to Pharaoh. If they had not recommended it to Pharaoh, he would not have interpreted Pharaoh's dreams. If he had not done that, he would not have become the prime minister. So everything that was bad that happened in Joseph's life eventually led to his destiny, and it became that thing that he saw in his father's house. It became a star. It became a ruler. Okay, his brothers bowed to him. His brothers bowed to him. Eventually his destiny was fulfilled and nothing could stop his dreams. Okay, but the bad situations that he had to go to were the things that led to his to the fulfillment of his destiny. And that's why I keep saying that, look, it doesn't matter what you are going through, it is going to work out for your good. It is leading you to your destiny. You must believe this, you must understand this, that you are not disadvantaged. Okay, you are not disadvantaged. Doesn't matter what you are going through, there is a purpose in the storm. Okay, and there is a purpose for the storm. There are opportunities in that storm. You can take advantage of them for your growth and advancement. You are not going under, you are going above. You will not die. No, you will survive. You will not just survive, you will thrive. You will fulfill your destiny. You become all that you were created to be. So I hope you were blessed and inspired by the things that I shared. Thank you very much.